Okay, and we are back. I made some changes, and I hope the the video runs smoothly now. Cause it was glitching, and I had like this whole layout because I thought it looked pretty, and I still think it does. It did, but I rather it runs smoothly than it's pretty. So besides, nobody cares about that shit anyways. So um, let's get to work. Where did I stop? Actually, let me just check here. Skype. Okay. Okay, it's working. So where do we leave it? She tried to stick the knife in his neck, and the knife broke. Now he grabs her by her neck. Yeah, there's a lot of neck going on here. So, okay, I think her drawing is pretty good actually. You kind of tell what happened here. Actually, let me just fix this knife. It doesn't really make sense. She was going this way, I'm thinking, and for her hand to go like that, maybe just a little. Like, I'm gonna put it like this and here. So this, I guess this makes more sense. And there's the knife spinning out. Okay, he's unfazed. So he grabs her by her neck. I'm gonna make his hand bigger here. It's his thumb. It's kind of out. It's not reaching all across the back of her neck. Got the neck there. The hand really big. Alright, now it's time to actually draw her head. Angles like this are really tricky. It's the most tricky one in my opinion. The trickiest. Kind of profile, like three quarters and up, So up is already the hardest one. It's the trickiest one. Now you combine it with a 3/4 view like this, and you got hell. It's awful. It's so hard to get it right. Okay. See? See what I mean? It's gonna be a while till I get it to looking right. I keep having to adjust and adjust and adjust. I'll get it right though. The thing is, you can't settle for anything less than perfect. What I mean is, I actually didn't mean that. My opinion is always finished is better than perfect, so I would rather finish it than leave it perfect. But what I mean is, back in the day, a while ago, I would have changed the purpose or the angle here just to avoid having to draw her like this, to draw a head like this, and that's really wrong. You know, these are the drawings that you have to embrace. These are the ones that you have to do because you need to learn. There's always going to be something that you're going to find that is tricky to draw. You know? At least I think. I don't think you can ever get so good at drawing that you can draw anything without having to erase a couple of times. Eventually you're gonna find some tricky figure that you're gonna take a few tries to get right. But you know, that's good. It's an exercise, you know, it's supposed to make you better. It does, you know. Because I've tried so many times, you know, like I've avoided many times, but I also learned after a while to stop avoiding it and actually learn it. So, you know, because I did that, I can actually try only like a few times and get it right. Yeah. Before, I would try like all day, literally all day, try to get, hey, okay, Alan, just show me. You got a link? You got a DeviantArt? Man, I really wish this chat would be more visible to me. It's hard. I have to look, like there's a tiny screen here for me to look, but I'll keep an eye on it. Just send me the link. I don't think you can link images here, can you? Pretty certain you can't. Okay, there's her ear. Okay, re-ink it or re-link it? Just send anything. I don't need a finished work. Unless you want me to help you out with your finish art. Okay, rub her neck. The poor woman, I feel bad for her. Getting choked out like this by a freaking villain. Alright. She's looking too masculine, by the way. I have to fix that. I don't know what it is. It's probably the nose. There's no way I can make her nose more minimalistic here. Kind of. If I did, it would be it would be, I don't know what. I guess it's her jawline is too strong. Problem is, it's going to be too strong because, you know, it's closer to the screen. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to show it's her by her hair. I don't see how I'm gonna be able to make this more feminine. Not like anybody's gonna get confused here. There's no way. She did this and then she got grabbed. One panel right next to the other. You think there's gonna be confusion? Any confusion here? No, I'm pretty certain there won't be. Okay. So there is the hair. Actually, the hair is supposed to be. She's way. This is wrong. This is wrong. She's too high up. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to change this. I actually wanted to do her like, I don't know, flying away. Not flying away, flying at him. And, you know, now that I see it, she's just running after I draw it. So, you know, his head should be like this, you know. So that should be like that, and you know, his body, this is really tall. Are you inking it right now? You said you got something. You draw something. You're drawing it right now, then. It's cool. Oh, okay. Cool. I'll wait. Keep at it. Okay, got his jawline, the ear here. Okay. There we go. That makes so much more sense. It was bothering me because I couldn't make her flying, but maybe I didn't need to. You see? Just change the angle. I just said I shouldn't, but I mean, she's already drawn, so it's not to avoid drawing. It's to avoid redrawing a drawing that looks really good. So, you know, apples and oranges. If I hadn't drawn her, I would, you know, tried my best to get her pose to look like she's jumping at him. But this looks so good that I don't want to change it. Alright. That's his eye. He's not looking at her. He didn't notice her. She's not yelling or anything. She's just running at him silently. She wants to catch him by surprise. And she does, but not that it is gonna do anything. Not that it will help. You guys pretty much made of stone, so. Oh, that's a big chin. Okay, where's OBS? Okay. Again, I'm not gonna draw his beard, I'm just gonna represent it here. It's annoying to keep sprinkling beard all over him. It's annoying as hell. So there it is. Nose here. Ear. There it is. It's a great drawing. I really like it. Okay, I like this one too. I'm grabbing her. Poor lady. Okay. Make the hair a little more alive. There we go. She's too young here. Let me just correct that really quickly. I don't think I can do it quickly though. Okay, okay. Make her hair a little, flow a little because of the impact. Okay, this will be easy. It's pretty much already in there. We just have to refine the outlines here. Actually show the drawing. This is gonna need some cleaning up. Can't really see anything in there. Just gonna erase all of it. Right. Her head would be like here. Okay, it's looking good. Just a second. Okay, okay, let's really show that he's bulky here. It's important to our writer. I don't know what to call him, you know. Saying João sounds weird when you're speaking English. There are a few names that sound really weird when you implement it to English, because the pronunciation is so weird. I mean, it's not weird because, you know, we speak Portuguese, but once you implement it to, you know, with English, like right before a word and, you know, after another, it's so weird. The pronunciation is so different. Not weird, it's so different. Alright. I guess his head is too big, so it kind of looks like he's really short. What kind of shoes should he wear? I don't think it. Okay. No, he means his only. He was talking about his sketch. He's drawing and he's about to show me what it is. So you know. Okay, I'll wait. I didn't think about the shoes, so some references would be nice. Okay, I'm just gonna leave them like this. Okay, cool. No delay. Oh, okay. These shoes? Alright. Okay, it's easy. Really easy to put in. Kind of like a bag. Okay. There it is. Keep annoying myself saying there it is all the time. Gotta stop that. Alright. I think it looks good. Okay. Yeah, about the delay, it was the bit rate. You know, I lowered the resolution to 800, and I removed all of the loops that you had in the background, and then I lowered the bit rate, so it's faster and you know less delay. And I think it looks good too. I mean, you don't really need 1080, even because the screen, you know, the screen I'm drawing in is the same resolution. So if anything, it was hurting the resolution. Because see, if you're watching it on a cell phone, for instance, the screen gets even smaller. What I'm actually doing gets even smaller. So I'm pretty certain this is better. This will be the format from now on. It just sucks that you know the outline that I had to go. But you know, I gotta do some art for the channel itself, you know, outside the video. Then it'll look good. That's a way to make it look good without hurting the stream. And this is more solid, you know. I don't think it's gonna drop. The frame rate is gonna drop, or it's gonna lag out. looking good. I'm just gonna draw his face here. It's looking pretty weird. Let me fix that. Oh yeah, I didn't write it. I didn't read it because I was eating lunch and I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it now. But then I saw a video on YouTube and I had to watch it. So I literally had to watch it, and right after that I had to leave to get my dogs, their food, and then I fed them, and then you know I came back and I started the stream again. So. But I'll read it later. I'm really interested. I really want to see it because you said the fight was really good, and also because I'm really curious. But yeah, of course I'm gonna read it, right? I actually have to start downloading those to put it in the folder because I have to keep going back to Skype and um, you know to find it. Scrolling up and up and up to find it. I gotta download those and put it in the folder. Alright, it doesn't look like him at all. What the hell? It's gonna take me a little while to... What? What? No. No, I don't care. You can, suggestions are always welcome. It's just that I feel like sometimes, I'm aware, for instance, like here, I'm aware that this is not looking good, so, your suggestions might help, but, you can suggest, but I just want you to know that more often than not, I know that it looks off. I just don't know what it is. So if you have like an idea of what it is, it would save me a lot of time, actually, if you can tell me. What is the problem with this one? It doesn't look like him. First of all, it's the cheekbones. So it's we need this a little bit, maybe a little too much. Okay. Oh, okay. A smile. Oh man, that's too cruel. Come on. This guy's a scumbag. Okay. What do you think? He can't look happy. He's should be frowning. Okay. Just gotta get the eyes in. Let me do a few eyes here. He's gonna be smug about killing a woman. Come on. This guy is too cruel. I feel so bad for her. But I guess that's the point. Get the readers to, to connect here in the first few pages. It's a good idea. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z villain, right? Calling people insects and stuff. Okay, but this face looks terrible. It looks like a completely different character. It looks like M. Bison. Hang on. M. Bison. I feel like I mispronounce most of my words. Maggots. It's kind of like the, I don't know, a military calling people maggots. Like a captain, a general, whatever. I guess it's his chin is too big. That's because I wanted to draw him, you know, his face curved like this, but it didn't really work. And I'm not gonna redraw this face, so I'm just gonna. Yes, that's good. I guess. All right. I guess his head is too small now. Won't it work? Alright. He's grabbing her. Now he's spinning. Just a second. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let me check. Didn't even notice that. Okay. Okay, that's your sketch. All right, dude. Um. Well, it's really beginner. I mean, I wasn't expecting you to be like a pro or anything, but you really, you need to focus right now. I would say focus on anatomy. All right, just forget everything. Forget outlining. Forget learning how to draw a manga. Don't don't okay. Don't watch not a single video about how to draw manga. Avoid all of that, please. Please don't watch any of that or any art like tutorials of how to draw manga. Okay, you have to avoid that. Now, what you should do is learn how to draw anatomy. All right, human anatomy. Now, you might say you want to draw just manga, and that was me. When I started, I just wanted to learn how to draw manga, directly. But I gotta tell you, you need to learn. No, this is from experience, and from other people told me after I lost a lot of time, I wasted a lot of time on it. Just avoid learning how to draw manga and learn anatomy, realistic anatomy. And why is that? Because you need to learn how to, like, for instance, a human. I'm just gonna draw it here. A human skull. It looks like somewhat like this. It's like the proportions. I mean, it looks somewhat like this. Like this looks terrible, but you get what I mean, right? Proportionally, just think about proportions, all right? This is more or less a human head. Okay, this is what you're gonna learn in anatomy. Now, when you learn how to draw manga, however, the skulls that they're gonna teach you how to draw, they're not even gonna teach you how to build a skull. They're gonna teach you something like this. Maybe not this. Hang on, not this really, but it's something like, this. And I mean, there's nothing really wrong with learning this, but you're gonna have so much trouble building your characters. These tutorials, these how to draw manga tutorials, they're gonna teach you how to copy manga. Like, for instance, this pose right here. They're not gonna teach you how to build this pose. They're gonna teach you how to copy it from another drawing. Okay, so what you're gonna need is look up at YouTube, look up Proco. Alright, Proko. And watch a couple of their videos. Now, once you have the human anatomy like proportionally, once you learn how to do it proportionally like a human is supposed to look like, then you can play with it and then create your drawings, whatever they may be. Like, for instance, even One Piece, Eiichiro Oda, that's his name, right? um, he knows. He probably, I'm guessing, like, I have 99% sure, I'm 99% sure that he knows how to draw a human, like a human figure, even though his drawings are really like basic. So focus on that. Please don't watch any how to draw manga tutorials like Mark Crilly or what is the name, White Manga. Don't watch any of that. Just watch human anatomy, and then from that you don't even need to learn how to draw manga. It's gonna be natural to you, because you're just gonna look, and then you're gonna know how to build anything you want, any human body you want. And then you can add, once it's time, for instance, you build your skull, right? You build the head, and then you can draw the eyes. Once you know where they are supposed to be, you can draw them as big as you want, and in the angles that you want. So it's always a good idea to learn the realistic, but you're on the right path. Right? If I showed you like drawings of mine from, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, you'd be amazed of how different it looks. Hang on, I think I have one here. I'm just gonna show you, because I always say that if people don't believe me, I just have to find the folder that I have it in. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Like the oldest one I have. Wow, this stuff looks terrible. It's almost embarrassing. Look at this. Like, okay, this is a page from a manga that I had. What? I don't know how long ago it was, but it's like, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4. It's 4 years ago max, maybe 4 years ago, and it looks like awful. Do you see how bad this looks? I mean, maybe there are people that say they look good, but you have to admit, look at this. Look at this head. And then, from that, I started watching videos. I'm gonna send you a couple of links. Hang on. For learning anatomy. Yeah, he sent you one. I'm gonna send you another one. This one is one of my favorites. Proko is really good too. These, like, you can learn everything from these two channels. Alright, everything. I don't think you're gonna need anything else to learn. Like Psychra, Proko is more anatomy, human anatomy, but Psychra covers everything, even colors. I learned how to work colors. I'm not really good at colors, but he covers that extensively and in a few videos, not just one. So actually, Psychra is my favorite. So Proko is more for anatomy. Proko is really good for anatomy. Although he doesn't show everything. Some of his videos are paid, and I never paid for them, but still I learned a lot. So just check out those two channels, and good luck. Just keep practicing. Actually, what I would recommend is for you to take on a project, alright? Because just practicing is, well, I don't know, it never worked for me. Because you don't really practice what you're supposed to practice once you're just drawing. If you are if you're doing like a project, like a manga, like I am doing, you can't avoid drawing stuff that you don't know how to draw. You know, you simply can't avoid it. So if something is supposed to happen, some a character is supposed to do something, you're gonna have to draw them doing that. And when you're just practicing, you don't want to do that. You just want to do the fun stuff, fun angles, fun movements and poses, and I don't know, situations, whatever. Just the fun stuff. And you know, an artist's life is not just that. There's a lot of stuff that I dread doing, but I only got good at doing them because you know I was doing a project and I had to do it. Eventually, I got good at it. I still dread it, but now I can do it, even though it's annoying as hell. If I have to, I'll do it. I couldn't do it back when I drew this page that I just showed you. I couldn't do any of this. I actually didn't even have a story. This was back when I was like a noob, and I kept, you know, coming up with stories. I have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 mangas here that I only have the first chapter. Some of them are good. I think they're solid stories that, you know, could really actually work really well, but I lack the ability to, you know, actually create the story. I have concepts, you know, really good concepts of story. Like you know when you read a synopsis of a story, and it doesn't say what everything that happens, of course, but there's a concept there. I'm really good at creating that. I have like, I don't know, 4 or 5. My brother has a few too, but I just don't know how to flesh it out. What is that? Hang on. Really? Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I mean, if I wasn't drawing so many mangas, maybe we could do that, but I'm afraid we're never gonna have time to work on it. Well, maybe to just think about the story, not draw it. That would be cool. I'll think about that. Actually, you know, I don't have it written. I have it in my mind. It's cool concepts. Like, yeah, I wouldn't abandon it. Don't worry about that. That would be cool. Thanks, dude. It's about, you know, there's this one about dragons, and in a world like, no, I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. It's so annoying because I'm terrible at telling stories, you know, speaking. Really? Thanks, dude. Hey, you wanna link some stuff, some drawings? We can check it out. Minir? Is that your name? I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. You gave up? What do you mean? Can't give up, dude. Come on. Just need inspiration. Just need to watch. You just need to read some good art. You know, get re-energized. That always works for me. Like, well, I don't have that now because I kind of live off drawing, so I can't afford to give up. Okay. Oh, okay. Give up for the night. Okay. Well, if you wanna link some stuff later, you know, I don't know, you got a DeviantArt or something? You wanna link it for us? We'll take a look. Okay, I really want to show, you know, her swinging here. Like, I guess if I do like her body, yeah, this will work. I'm gonna show it through the hair and the clothes, and also it will have like these whooshies here. And then, ooh, cool. You're new to art, but you did draw before, right? Like with a pencil? You're starting from like scratch? Uh, you never drew. Wow, then it's really, I don't know, it can be intimidating. But as I was saying to what is his name again? Alan, right? Yeah. As I was saying to Alan, I really believe that with like, I don't know, 3 years of learning and actually practicing, not constantly either, you don't have to draw like 6 hours a day. Drawing 1 hour a day, I'm pretty certain that in like 3 years you can get to this point that I am right now. Now I'm not really a pro. I'm not near where I want to be, but I can pretty much draw anything, with a little struggle. So, you know, you just have to keep practicing and learn. I mean, there's so much good content on YouTube. Easy drop. Whoa, okay. Then it's not. It's gonna. You're gonna surpass me because I'm really lazy. I get tired really fast. So like I draw maybe 4 or 5 hours every day, and I work with it. So the rest of the time I'm doing other stuff. Yeah, that's the thing too. You might get burned out. So if you're gonna draw 10 hours a day, I suggest you draw like, I don't know, 2 sessions or maybe 3 sessions of 3 hours. That might be better. So that might be what you're suggesting, of course. But 10 hours straight. No, only Shonen Jump artists put themselves through that. Uh, I mean, in terms of tier of artists. But the only professional mangakas would draw so many hours a day. But I would encourage as much drawing as you can. Drawing as much as you can, as long as you don't get fed up with it. I know that yeah, anybody would die, except for people like, there are a lot of mangakas in Japan that work like, what, I'd say 20 hours a day they work, and I don't see them taking breaks. When you work 20 hours, I don't see you taking any breaks. So it's pretty much straight. They only stop to eat and use the bathroom. It's not uncommon. So if you do that before you're a professional, you're gonna lose interest. You gotta love the process. If you don't love the process, you're gonna eventually you're gonna fail. You're gonna stop. You gotta train yourself to love the process. That's all that matters, in my opinion. Literally all that matters. I mean, when you're trying to learn something, at least. When you're trying to be, I don't know, like for instance, an artist. If you're trying to get published or get famous, loving the process is not everything. It is a lot, but what I mean is learning anything. When you want to learn anything, you gotta love the process of failing and trying again. Sounds weird, but only the people that love that are gonna get better, are gonna improve. And that's how any artist does. You know, you know that you're failing, you know that the drawing doesn't look good, but you keep doing it. We keep doing it, right? Super hard learn. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's fun even failing. Failing is fun. So that is a good indicator that you have a future in whatever you're doing. At least that you're gonna learn it. At the very least, you're gonna learn it. If you love the process, if you learn the failing, it at least means that you are gonna learn how to be good if you put in the time. So also, I'm always you should always learn, not just practice, but try to educate yourself um, through videos, through, I don't know, articles, talking to people, DeviantArt, like show your drawings to them, get opinions, studying other artists. Um, okay, yeah, I can do that. Let me show her. Actually, here is just, she's just really contracting her face because it really hurts. And um, um, I'll try to show that, but as the impact hits, I don't know if it's gonna work. I'll try. Hang on. His body is looking weird. Tracing? Oh, you're tracing. Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, oh, okay. I'll show it in the next panel, actually. Okay, with tracing, it's a good idea if you wanna take, like, if you wanna learn a certain artist's style. For instance, I I didn't trace much after I grew up. I did it when I was little, but at a very early age, I met a few other kids that drew. They were artists too, and in that age you're really competitive with whatever you do, and they shamed me for tracing my notebook cover. It had, like, I think it was Dragon Ball Z on the cover, and I was tracing it, and it was like they were mocking me for tracing. You know, like a real artist doesn't do that, something like that. So after that, I'm pretty sure I never traced again. But you know, it is a good idea if you're trying to like find out why a certain artist's style looks that way. You know, I've recently done it a few times, and okay, fixing it. That's true. He's a bit close to her too. He should be a little farther. No, okay. I'm just gonna bend it a little. I recently traced a few, platinum end uh, pictures, drawings, because I just couldn't I just couldn't do the eyes the way that he did. So I was like, there's got to be something wrong here. What is this? A matrix glitch? And then I traced it, and it looked kind of similar. So I tried drawing it again. I did it a few times, and I think I got it right. I deleted it though because it was just practice. I don't keep all the sketches, but I think I got it, and maybe I should do that again because my eyes aren't looking like that either. Still aren't looking like that. Or maybe not all of them should look like that. Takeshi Obata is just Obata. Takeshi Obata is just my favorite artist. And Platinum End is the most beautiful manga I have ever seen. So, if I'm gonna trace anything, that's the only thing I'm gonna trace now. Just to learn how to. It's more of a line art study. Line art is tricky. He's looking thin, but it's because his arm is here. This is his arm. It's not a space there. So his body is coming all the way over here. Still, I think his belly should be here, not there. There it is. I think this looks better. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna make the knife handle fly because she let go of it to hold his arm. Maybe not here. It should be here. He swings around. Okay, let me just add the beard here. Gonna do it like that. His head. Man, my finger really hurts. holding this pen. I'm gonna finish this page. I'm holding it with 4 fingers now, because my middle finger really hurts. It's a good thing my back doesn't hurt anymore. My back used to hurt a lot when I drew. This is arm again, just ha. Yeah. I gotta watch that. I keep hearing, mentions, and the art looks really good, at least in the anime. I haven't seen the manga yet. At least the art. And I gotta read that. It sounds really cool. It's a lot of action, right? Boku no Hero Academia, that's the name, right? I'm interested. It's just that I have a lot of stuff to watch. Okay, sounds good. Still have a lot of catching up to do. I haven't read One Punch Man all the way. One Piece. One Piece, I'm at what? I probably read like 200 chapters, maybe. It was just too much. Now I'm falling behind on Shingeki no Kyojin. The last 2 chapters I haven't read. Oh yeah, One Punch Man is just amazing art. It's amazing. Really, really good. I love it. He does some of the best art, like, and really innovative, like the shot by shot he did, with Genos. That was cool. Levi versus Beast. Dude, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I just lost the 2 last chapters, and I'm talking about the manga here. The anime, I haven't watched. It's the same story, of course, so I know what's gonna happen. But I don't remember. That's the thing. I get it. Is it the new stuff? I haven't read it then. Cause this is the thing. But is it, it's not one of the last 2, is it? Oh, okay, then I haven't read it. I gotta go back to it. You see, the thing is, I'm lost at the story. I don't know what's going on. So, I got this, I don't know, this abridgment that people made, where they kind of explain everything that's going on, like chapter by chapter. They go like an abridgment. So I don't even know who is who anymore. Which side is which? I don't know. Marlene's and the other cursed people. I don't know what the hell is going on. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this abridgment. I'm gonna read this abridgment, and then I'm gonna read it. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's like almost all the readers. It's terrible. I mean, how can you make a story where You gotta take a course to understand it. It's a good thing that the anime is so good. The animation is so good. It's just too good. I had to watch it too because apparently there's a fight in there that is supposedly the best one yet. I don't remember what it is. Who it is. I gotta download it as soon as possible. Let's finish this page. My back is starting to hurt just because I mentioned it. It's amazing. It's all psychological. It has to be. Okay. I gotta watch that. This doesn't look like her. It looks like an old Asian woman. Almost done. Okay, the head looks bad. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's at the one hand, it's supposed to be, flying into the wall. But then, once it hits the wall, it shouldn't be lagging behind like this. It should be like I'm just gonna represent it here. It should be like this, to represent the impact. So I'm kind of torn here. I'm just gonna try the other one. I'm gonna cut it because if it doesn't work, I can just paste it and recover it. So hang on. But the thing is, her hair is just on the front of her face. No, it doesn't work. It's not gonna work, I'm pretty certain. Leave it like that. It's just in the front too, so she's still looking really weird. I think it's the nose. This nose is... Gotta draw it. Hold on, let me get closer. Alright, that helps. Okay, there it is. She looks too masculine. Okay, I don't know how it would translate, but I'm gonna put it in dollars, alright? So, uh, hang on. It's 3. I spent 3. I think it was 3,000. So in dollars, it would cost. I don't remember. No, it was 3,500. So in dollars, it'd be like what, $1,200, something like that. $1,200. But the thing is that, over here, earning $1,200 is freaking hard. I had to draw. Actually, Andrew sent me the money to pay for it because we were splitting the costs for Page Turner, and I drew the first 3 chapters of Page Turner for free, right? Because we were gonna, I don't know, split any profits. He wasn't paying me, so I drew it for free. Of course, that's what we agreed to. But then, I told him that I had to find work because I was working on Page Turner full time, and I needed work. So, if he wanted, he could split the cost to create the manga. So then, he talked to me, and then he decided that he wanted to pay me for the first 3 chapters. So, he sent me the money, and as I had all of it together, then I bought the Cintiq. Because if I didn't have the money all together, if I had been paid like, I don't know, weekly, I wouldn't have gathered the money to buy it. So I took the opportunity and I bought it. And it's used, by the way. It's used for what? It's 5 years old, maybe more. So it's pretty worn out, and it still costs that much. So now I wanna upgrade it to a 13 HD. So it's not much of an upgrade, but it would be great to be able to color my stuff in the Cintiq. And it's the 13 HD is 1080p. So that's another huge improvement. This resolution is just cancer. No, that's not what I meant. I thought I said the Cintiq came out 5 years ago. It's been used. I bought it used. I didn't buy it new. It's got a few scratches, but it's pretty solid. This model of the Cintiq came out probably 5 years ago. I think it's more. It's maybe 7. But I don't know if this specific item was bought 5 years ago. So that's why I said. Yeah. Page Turner. I think it was last year. We worked on it last year, and then we stopped at like the very beginning of this year. We kind of stopped. It's terrible, I really love Page Turner, but I gotta get that Kickstarter ready. Do it for this one and that one. Man, I'm taking so long in this. I'm supposed to be doing page 6. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let me speed this up. All right. Her hips. Actually, she does not look like she's hitting the wall. Hang on. Forgot about that. Okay. What? I didn't. What's going on? Oh, okay. Page Turner, you mean? Yeah, we didn't stop. It's just frozen, I'm not drawing it. I'm sketching it just. And, it's just frozen. And it sucks, because it's so good. I have the script for, page, for chapter 6 and 7, and I've already storyboarded it, but I just don't have time. You know, between drawing Azazel and this, I mean, I want to draw it, but you know, I need priorities. So I actually recently I thought I should stop doing it, like, because I was doing like a page here and there. I was like, stop doing this and focus the page turner attention to the Kickstarter. You know, so I've been drawing colored art for the page turner. I'm just not showing it because I wanna show it. I wanna give it out for I don't know, Kickstarter backers. Somebody backs Kickstarter, they'll get, you know, the art. Actually, not even they'll get the art, but I just want fresh art to show, you know, in the page. So yeah, actually we should, you know, do some colored art for Odd too. Maybe we should finish the manga first. Yeah, finish the manga first, then we can do some colored art. Colored art is always good. It's it calls people. Really? Thanks. I never really use my English. I mean, sometimes I talk to myself really really quietly, but like this stream is the first I've actually spoke out loud. Yeah, it's supposed to be colored. We just need the designs, you know, just brainstorm some ideas for what it's gonna look like, and you know, not just the cover, but just, you know, doing all of the roster, all of the characters colored is a good thing. I was thinking even doing like a quick animation for YouTube, you know, something like just an intro of the title, and I don't know, a character looking at the camera with their hair waving, you know, like in the wind. It'd be pretty cool. Okay, keep writing it. I'll wait, but you know, I'll keep talking. I can do animation. I've done a few times. I struggle with it, but recently I've actually watched a few videos showing me where I did it wrong. So I'm pretty confident that I can do good animation now. And it'll take what, a day's work to do, like, I don't know, a 6-7 frames animation from scratch, from no drawing, from no previous drawing. So it'll look pretty cool. And then we'll get like a sting for the music, and then kind of like that One Punch Man commercial break transition, you know, that would be pretty cool. Like when he comes punching in and it changes color, and when he punches it says One Punch Man after the punch, you know. We can have something like that. Not that specifically, but you know, just a character kicking or jumping in, landing from the top. It'd be pretty cool. I'll do that for Page Turner, definitely. I kind of want to do something with the ferret, but that would require learning ferrets' movements, watching a lot of ferrets videos. I'm pretty sure I'm not up for that. Okay, she's hitting the wall. I guess it works. Her eyebrows are way too thick. They're masculine. Hang on, what do you mean, right? I'm not seeing the new messages. It's weird. Unless you haven't pressed enter. I'm not in a rush anyways. Okay, I think that's a wrap for the page. Her hips are too thin here. Okay, just hitting the wall, and that is it. That is it. Pretty happy with that. What is this? Okay, that looks good. Okay. Traveler, another embrace. Just to use. Chapter 11. Okay, I'm gonna cut the stream and then we'll talk chat.